It's not a small thing. I just want to say that right now it looks like it's sad times for Arsenal. Okay, once again, it's MCOGB. I don't want to. And even though you are seeing him wearing some mask, you know who is this from our previous shows. So I have some questions to ask about the Arsenal Liverpool game. It ended 2-2.
Yes.
But what do you think? Do you think that there is hope for next season? Or do you think that it's a hopeless situation?
First of all, more give Liverpool because we get a kind of honor again, so we get a credit when I run us straight and when I win the league. Congratulations to you all and everything. And you still not enter the Liverpool game without addressing.
Oh,
so
okay.
Okay.
Exactly. So, in fact, let me start afresh.
Thank you.
Once again, welcome to this wonderful show. This is MCOGB, and this is our very own chairman in the building.
Unknown chairman at the point.
Yes.
Unknown chairman.
So there are some things that happened.
Yes.
That Champions League, we had some hope. That second leg, 2-1, it was a heartbreaker. In fact, that was why we're not able to do some follow-up interview because some people were heartbroken. But now, what do you have to say about that second leg that Partey was there and Partey was back?
I did Partey Partey not there now. You understand? We're not Partey now. You understand?
No, I wasn't talking about Partey. I was talking about Partey the player.
I know.
I'm not talking about Rice the food. I'm talking about Rice the player.
Like sure, Partey the the doings. Nothing happened. But yeah, it was a very sorry. Before this was see my face, they cannot see my face. My enemy is then.
I know.
Thank you. No, but
I heard that you've been running from your enemies.
No, not the run. I've been quite busy. I've been quite busy with a lot of emotional distress. So I try to separate myself. But back to the game. That game was very interesting. But I listened to a lot of commentary and I watched the game and everything. And But if we were going to go through the first 20 minutes, we should have scored a goal. And
I agree.
Looking from the way we were playing, we played pretty decent. To be honest with you, we played pretty okay. So I'm like, Boko Haram, what happened to say upon me? No, but we played pretty decent and we had a very good game, but it was not enough. Like you don't play that when you're trying to go to the final. Like we played like an okay team that just trying to get a regular win and celebrate it, but we didn't play like a team that wanted to really show that we really wanted it. So PSG showed that they really wanted it, and they played pretty well. And good luck to them in the final. But the result is the result, and we had a couple of chances. We could have put them away. Yeah, it was a very.
I bet Sean English, they vex me. Arteta to start with did not look like who had the ginger that I want to make it for my first Champions League final. I don't want to start. Even the players, Martin Odegaard, in case of Kaiten, you move with. See, calm down. MCOGB, relax. You hold the ball. You made the runs. Shoot this ball.
You calm it down. I beg.
Okay, let's leave that Champions League match first. I don't because it's making me emotional.
You calm it down.
Let's now move to the Liverpool game.
Yes.
The Liverpool game. What was good about it?
So far I feel like I'm gonna feel like I'm Arteta at this point, but if you can see over the last 2 to 3 seasons, or maybe 2 seasons in a row, Liverpool hasn't really beaten us, and that shows a consistency. Even though we don't win them, but it's always a draw.
I you now sound like Arteta.
No, but I'm saying that to say because for over maybe 15 years in a row, they were beating us. And that was like we were not able to beat them in Anfield and at the Emirates at some point in time. But no, hear me out. The thing what I'm saying is that it shows a consistency. They're not beating us, and we have those statistics that in at least the top 6 teams are not able to beat us. So it shows a little bit of progress, but it doesn't show that over the line. And like I've said, and like you would agree, we don't feel like he's the manager to take us over the line. He just knows how he's done a good job. He's been able to generate a lot of like energy in the fans and the players and really get us to compete and all that. But getting us over the line to win, he's not a guy for us. So
I see. I don't want us to sugarcoat things. Let's face facts. You cannot have 14 different games, and out of those 14 different games, you got 14 points. Meaning what? You drew every single one of those games. In the entire Premier League, there's only one team that has gotten more draws than Arsenal. Everton.
No, that's not.
Everton.
Is that? Did they draw the season?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Why? And most of those games that we drew are games that we're supposed to have to win.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you, to me, when I watched the game, the only thing that I loved about the game was the red card that Merino had. Now, I know you may be a little bit confused.
Yeah,
but now, let me now explain.
Okay.
Merino slipped, lost the ball.
Yeah.
But you could see his resilience, the way he tackled. He hit the first person's leg. He went and hit another person's leg. Right?
Yeah.
You could see his zeal and fight for, I'm not going to allow this goal to calm down. Now, I can personally respect that, because coming from the perspective where, what's the name of that second coach that is to enter the field? The guy when they remind you of Abraham, the guy when they remind you of Abraham, Jorginho. Jorginho that is good at talking here, you move here, move here. Now, Jorginho is the one. No, I want to say something. Jorginho makes that mistake. He makes that mistake, loses the ball, and he always scores. You don't see him trying to fight to get the ball back.
Yeah.
Right? So I could say, to a very large extent, I respect him for that. Then today, another little respect is going to go to what's his name? No, I have to say this. Martinelli.
Excuse me.
Martinelli.
I would like.
No, please don't leave. I know. I don't leave.
Excuse.
The reason why I have to bring up Martinelli, I don't think I've ever saw him score a header in his entire career. That ball went into the post and everyone was frozen for some time. Like, did this just happen? Right? Then Trossard had opportunities to whip the ball and score. He was licking sweet. Then the error that led to Liverpool's goal, our defense switched off. It's like they were sleeping. So between you and me, it's simple. The current Arsenal is not ready to win anything. They need to make changes. Need to buy new players, need to buy a new striker. As far as I'm concerned, man, even the coach should go. The coach should go. Because he doesn't have that zeal, that winning mentality. Do you know what it is that Amorim will come, half a season, finish 16th position, but yet win a European Cup? Before Arteta of over what? Half a decade? More than half a decade.
6 years.
More than half a decade.
Yeah, 6 years now. No, but I mean, not to be really harsh on Arteta, because I'm his biggest critic, and everything. But next season should be his last season, because at the end of the day, if we really look at Europe and look at the top coaches and everything, and coaches that we want to come to Arsenal, there are not a lot of coaches that can literally take us over the line. Like, if we have to get a coach that has to take us over the line, we're not that kind of team, or we're not that kind of club that gets a coach like immediate, like a Chelsea, where they know that, okay, we need to win the Champions League, or we need to do this. We gotta do this. We gotta do this. We gotta.
Why can't we be?
We've never been that kind of club.
No, it doesn't matter. We change management. We change owners. Why can't we be?
It took us 22 years to change Wenger. Wenger should have left since 2008.
No, that's what I'm saying. We need to make the changes. In order for you to achieve something great, you have to do something different.
Yeah.
And I know people are talking about the banter of Arsenal online. The way I say it is simple. It takes result to cancel insults. If Arsenal wins the Premier League, wins Champions League, all those other teams, all those Man U fans, all those different, even the guys that banter you on the soccer group, they'll be humble. They'll keep quiet. They'll have nothing to say.
But like I said, the reason why I say with Arteta is like, I mean, we had a decent amount of our players injured, and that is no fault to him. But it has to, I feel like it's 50-50, because you brought in these players, so their record with injuries and everything. Gabriel, we're quite unfortunate with him, because he's our solid and most the
consistent centre back.
Exactly.
Yes.
And use that motivation to Saliba to really go there and really perform. So we
Amen.
missed him in this important part of the season, just the same way maybe a season or two ago we missed Saliba.
True.
So we were pretty much unlucky with our injuries, and but the thing for me is like that is not an excuse. If you're an elite team that's going for the big trophies, you don't make no excuses. You gotta go for it. So
I always say there's no excuse for failure.
Yeah.
If you want to be great, there's no excuse for failure.
Yeah.
So we have to step up. I mean, 2025 for real? No, we have to step up. Once again, this is Gunner's Voice. It's your chairman here at MCOGB. Have a good one.